Hey everybody, Doug here. Welcome back to yet another board game channel and yet another turn of Eldritch Horror. We're still trying to deal with Ithaqua, the Windwalker. We're still in kind of a bad place, but we are holding on. We're going to be doing a lot of resting this turn because people have got a lot of injuries and illnesses and things that just prevent them from getting better. Pretty sure we will actually get the mystery solved this turn. A couple turns late because I screwed up a couple turns earlier, but so be it. And one thing that I do keep forgetting, when people rest, there's a chance that we can move them to the Dreamlands, where it would be easier for them to possibly get rid of Eldritch tokens, so maybe we don't have to take Dark Pacts, depending on how long it takes us, how long we can avoid a Reckoning. Our odds are actually fairly good for a couple of turns anyway. But we'll see what happens. Preston Fairmont is still our lead investigator, so we are going to start with him. Alright. Yes, Preston is going to rest first thing in an attempt to get rid of a couple of conditions. He will get a sanity back. So that puts him up to his maximum of 5. He can't get health yet because he's still got the hypothermia. We're going to see if we can get rid of that. We've got to roll a 4, 5, or 6 to lose it. Hey! Hypothermia goes away. The other thing we got is an internal injury, which we're going to try to get rid of on a 5 or 6. Alright. That was a very successful rest for Preston. What we're going to do now is see if we can get him to, over to the Dreamlands, because there are more gates there than there are on the main board, although it's only a matter of time. How does it go? Yes, when an investigator not on the Dreamland side board performs the rest action, they may spend 1 clue or test their will -1, and if we pass or spend the clue, they're going to move to the Enchanted Forest. Now, his will is only 1, but you still get to roll at least 1 die, so we are going to do that and see. Alright, so while resting, Preston nods off and finds himself in the Enchanted Wood. And we can start doing a few things there. Not really much else he can do, so he's just going to, well, he could gain a resource. He's got a resource, so he's going to take a focus token. It's a wilderness space, so he can't try to acquire assets, but there are cities out here, so he's going to move to those eventually. And that's it for Preston. Next up, Calvin Wright. Alright, first thing Calvin's going to do is actually a little trade with Marie. We're going to hand off to her the banishment spell, so she can start working on her personal story again. Won't focus. Anyway, this will give her, there we are, a ritual. She just needs to get back a... Alright, what do we do with the ritual? Right, if you pass, discard 1 monster on the nearest space containing a gate with toughness equal to or less than your test result. Oh, okay, maybe we should think about doing that. Anyway, he's also going to pass off his clue, because we want to make absolutely certain she does not have to spend clues before finishing off the supplying the north there, for which he needs a minimum of 1 clue. So yes, don't be doing anything. All right. And for Calvin's second action, he is going to rest because he has got a boatload of conditions to try to get rid of. He's got hypothermia, an internal injury, back injury, and an infection. So we're going to try to get rid of all of those. He does, let's see, none of these prevent sanity, right? Yes, he just is prevented from gaining any health, which is okay because his health is full. There we go. Going to go up to his, so he's at full health and full sanity. And yeah, we are going to try to get rid of all these conditions. We will start with the hypothermia. We need a 4, 5, or 6. 6. Yay, the hypothermia goes away. Next on the pile is the internal injury. The rest of them, okay, infection is 4, 5, or 6 as well. Okay, internal injury is just a 5 or 6. Nope, okay, stuck with the internal injury. The back injury is a 5 or 6. Let's try that again. Nope, still stuck with that. And the infection is a 4, 5, or 6. Come on. Okay, so you got rid of a couple of the conditions anyway, so that's a little bit better. Now, I'm not going to have him try to go to the Dreamlands because I'm hoping on a Tokyo encounter he is going to be able to do some damage to some monsters. Fingers crossed. Okay, I'll cut away for a second and then move on to Marie. Alright, Marie, for her first action, is going to move up to space 19, because that's where we want to finish off our mystery. Let's see, do I want to have her rest? Well, we're doing pretty well getting rid of the hypothermia. She's the last one with. So, yeah, let's go ahead. Let's give it a go. So she will not gain a health from resting, but she will gain 1 more sanity, putting her up to her full 6. And we're going to try to get rid of the hypothermia with 4, 5, or 6. Yay! Hypothermia completely gone. We are hypothermia free. Excellent. Alright, so that just leaves us with Leo Anderson's actions over in Africa. Now, it would be nice if Leo could stay there and try to close this pyramid gate before the Omen track moves on to blue at the end of this turn. Yeah, we'll have Omen track movement for the rest of the game. But there is no way he is clearing out the Render of the Veil. Render of the Veils. So yeah, he's not going to be able to get to that gate with this sucker in the way. He is just not going to take it out. So, instead, his first action he will move, and then he'll get to move a little bit more, because you get 1 free movement on a local path, so that'll take him over to Unknown Kadath, over in the Dreamlands. There we go. It's a red one, but I mean, he can get started on it. We can then start moving around the Dreamlands and maybe try to salvage things. For his second action, I think we'll just have him take a focus. He could rest, get his... he's still got 3 sanity. That's not so bad. Yeah, going to take a focus, just to make it more likely that he will be able to close that gate on the encounter phase. Speaking of which, it's time to get into that with Preston Fairmont. Okay, Preston could have just a generic wilderness encounter, Oh, we might as well try to get him a clue. On the wilderness space, you find webbed footprints in the snow and attempt to track the creature. Great, the snow has reached the Dreamlands. Lovely. That's going to be an observation -1. His observation is just 2. And we see that. Yes, we can. So he's only going to roll 1. Does have a focus. Let's see how he does first. Does he have anything that helps him at all? No, nothing that helps. Okay, let's use the focus that he has in his possession. No. Oh well. Hopefully it's not too horrible. If you pass, you follow the Wendigo's tracks to its lair. If you fail, the tracks turn back on themselves. Oh good, a Wendigo ambushes him. Eek. Okay, so this will just be 1 round of combat. Let me just find... There we are, a Wendigo. I was going to have to do a round of combat with this thing. It's not too bad. Ooh, that could do rather a lot of... Ooh, yeah. Let's hope that does not hurt him for full, because that'd put him down to 1 health, and he would fail his story. If you defeat this monster during a combat encounter, roll 1 die. On a 1 or a 2, gain a hunger condition. Well, we don't need to defeat it, we just need to not take too much damage from it. So first, he's going to have to test his will to see if he takes... Yeah, we're trying to mitigate 1 sanity damage. It's only got 1 will. Ooh. Okay, didn't take the sanity hit anyway. Then, strength -1. Oh boy. Strength is 3. He's only going to roll 2 dice. If he doesn't get if he doesn't get a single success on this, we really need 1, he's going to fail his personal story, and, well, we'll see what happens. Okay, fingers crossed. Okay, he blocked 1, which means he's only going to take 2 damage. He doesn't kill it, but it doesn't matter. It would go away anyhow because it's an ambush. So that leaves him at 2 health. 2 little tiny health. Yeah, just making sure there wasn't anything there that could fix that. So, yeah, he is going to be resting again next turn because we cannot let him drop down to 1. Okay, let's see what happens to Calvin Wright in Tokyo. Okay, we got our man Calvin in Tokyo. Hopefully he will be able to do something that will mess up some monsters. The Double Leaf Society deploys armed men to help you. A monster of your choice loses 2 health. Okay, in return they want money. Okay, so what do we have lose 2 health? We have got... Does anything have 2? No, the Proto-Shoggoth has 3. The Zombie Horde has 5. Render of the Veils, yeah, not even close. We could finish off, yeah, we can finish off the Avian Thrall, because it's already got 1 damage on it. And this one flies around and does horrible damage to us. Or we could get rid of the Serpent People. But yeah, I think I will do 2 damage to the Avian Thrall, who already has 1. That one goes, so it's not going to leap onto us. on the next reckoning, which I'm hoping is at least a couple turns away. Right, in return they want money, so we're going to roll his influence, which is a 3. He has nothing that is going to help there. Nope. Success. If you pass, you offer plenty. Okay. Gain 1 random service asset from the deck. Alright, I will pause a moment and dig through the deck for the first service we find. Okay, only had to go 2 cards in, but we found the Silver Twilight Ritual service. When you gain this card, immediately retreat Doom by 1, then discard this card. Okay, so over here off camera, Doom has gone back up to 13. I don't know if we're going to lose through Doom. We might lose through everybody dying, though. Which will just advance Doom. Anyway, that turned out really well. We got rid of a monster, the most annoying one, and retreated Doom. Yay, go team. Alright, that will move us on to Marie Lambeau, who's just up in Siberia. Okay, while there, Marie will have to have a generic wilderness encounter. Hopefully it won't send her off somewhere. A family of cannibals traps you in their ramshackle hut. Test strength. Yeesh. She's only got something that helps on strength during a combat encounter, which this is not. So it's just going to be a straight roll of 2 dice. She does have 2 clues, one of which we want to save. Oh boy. What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? Gonna spend one of her 2 clues, leaving her with 1, because I'm not sure what happens. I want to make sure we're not dragged off somewhere away from this. So we're going to only spend 1 of the clues. No. Okay. Don't be really bad. Don't be really bad. Leave us here, please. If you fail, you hide for days waiting for a chance to escape. Become delayed. Okay. Becoming delayed is not great, but she will get to stay in the same place. So she'll still be able to finish off the mystery. Now, being delayed just prevents you from having doing any actions. Anything encounter related, I think it still happens. So she's still going to get to do. We're going to do this. The mineralogy research. This is not. It's not an action. So I think we still get to do it. After resolving a general encounter, which we just have, on a wilderness space, you may examine the area's soil. We're going to test her observation, and if she's successful, she's going to grab herself 2 clues. Her observation is just 2, but, yeah. Oh, yeah, I forgot to take that die out, but she did succeed. So we're going to get rid of this card, and we're going to grab 2 more clues for her. So she has 3 clues. So if the Mythos card forces her to spend clues, she's still got plenty. Alright, that will leave us with Leo Anderson's encounter. Okay, Leo is going to try to close the gate. It's a gate that doesn't need closing for quite a while, but he's there. We're going to try it. It's our first go at an otherworld encounter. It is still a wilderness space. Yeah, we're on a wilderness space, so he's going to get an extra 1. 1 die on all rolls. So we get Lost Carcosa. Get that to focus. The strange-looking man named Wild offers to repair your reputation in exchange for information. You may spend one clue to resolve the pass effect. If you do not spend the clue, resolve the fail effect. He does have a clue. Yeah, let's go ahead. We don't need it. Leo doesn't need it to finish off the mystery. So let's see. As well, your reputation is repaired. Improve. Influence. So he's going to get one of these. Yay! Oh, that means if there's ever any allies for him to try to grab, he's got a better chance of getting them. They're just not showing up, though. Wild then tells you that you are the last king of America. Sure. Whatever you say. You try to resist this delusion. The test is will -1. It's only going to be 2. We do have a focus, though. So, yeah, let's ban the focus. I don't want to be the last king of America. That does not sound like a useful thing. Because nobody would believe you. We're going to re-roll a die. Okay, we succeeded. And it's probably what we have to do to close the gate anyway. If you pass, Wild troubles you no further and sends you home. Yes, close this gate. Alright, that one is gone. Start a discard pile for those. Okay, good job, Leo. Not listening to the crazy man. And yeah, that means we will now move on to the dreaded Mythos phase. Okay, we've got a 2 in 3 chance of not getting a reckoning. Be green, be green, be green. Yay! It's green. Ooh, and snowflakes. Thank you. Right, first things first, we will move the omen track. Yeah, unfortunately it hits blue, and we have 2 blue gates, so we are going to go down by 2 doom. And then we're going to have a monster surge. So we're going to place a couple of monsters on each of those gates. One on the pyramids, and the other one is on the moon. So let's do the pyramids first. Oh, I actually managed to grab 2, so we're going to get, not a proto-Shoggoth, a fully manifested Shoggoth. It does have a reckoning. As you can see, there are, on a reckoning it recovers all its health. Okay, there are worse things. And, okay, just a plain old cultist. And we can see is fairly easy at this stage, although if you lose any health when fighting it, you get hypothermia. Alright, so those are going to go pyramids. I'll get stands for them in a bit. And we're going to get 2 more for the moon. There's 1, and there is 2. What have we got? Got a leopard man who actually moves to the heart of Africa. To then search the deck for the Heart of Africa expedition encounter. Shuffle the deck and place that card on top. Although it's not too bad itself. It's an easier monster. And we'll have a look at this first before we do the other. Oh, the Wraith. Lovely. When this monster is spawned, the lead investigator gains a cursed condition. Lucky Preston. When this monster is defeated, an investigator may discard a cursed condition. It's tougher to deal with. Anyway, those are going to go on the moon. The Wraith is going to go on the moon. Leopard Man's going to go on the Heart of Africa. We search this deck until we find a Heart of Africa card. Shuffle the rest. Put this on top, which means we have to move the expedition marker over to the Heart of Africa. This would be easy for Leo to get there. Just realized the mistake I made earlier. Leo did not roll an extra die in Unknown Kadath when he was trying to. So he actually would have rolled 2 dice. So the second die he rolled was a success, which means he didn't actually spend that focus. Okay. He didn't need to spend it because he was allowed to roll 2 dice rather than... Well, he was allowed an extra die. I can't remember exactly how many he rolled. I think 2? Anyway, he doesn't have to spend that focus. He had an extra die. All right. Right. And in the meantime, Preston get himself cursed. Only 6s count as successes on your tests. If you would gain another cursed condition, flip this card. If you would become blessed, discard it. On a reckoning, we can try to get rid of it. Alright, that's it for the horrible monster surge. We do get to spawn 2 more clues. First one, oh, it looks like it's over in the Dreamlands. Dilathleen. Let's put that over there. And space 13. There's 13. Oh, okay. Way up here in the Arctic Ocean. Alright, so what happens? Snowflakes, yes. When you get there, stop at this address. The nervous little man hands you a business card for a restaurant. Ask for the catch of the day, and then tuck a sawbuck into your napkin. These guys can get you the answers you need. When you get the bill for your meal, it includes directions to a payphone. It's already ringing by the time you find it. You answer and explain your situation to the gruff voice on the other end of the line. Buying information. The lead investigator tests influence and gains a number of clues equal to the test results. Well, that's good because he's probably going to need clues as Preston just got himself cursed. So his influence is a nice big 5. Oh wait, no, except he is cursed. So, bad timing there. And the fine clothes only help when doing acquire assets. Well, he did manage to gain 1 clue. So, just grab one at random from the bowl and give that to Preston. At least he's got something to use for a re-roll. Alright. That was it. That was a nice Mythos card. Thank you. Well, I mean, bad stuff happened with monsters and stuff, but the text was lovely. Anyway, now, at the end of the Mythos phase, this is each investigator on a space containing an Eldritch token. That would be Marie up there, delayed, but it doesn't affect this. May discard 1 provision's unique asset, which she's got. We'll discard that. And spend 1 clue. Spend that to place that Eldritch token on this card. Grab that, which means we have 2 of them. Then if there are Eldritch tokens on this card equal to half investigators, therefore 2, solve this mystery. Okay. Woof. Finally. So, that's one down. Yeah, it should have happened a couple turns ago. Well, depends if she'd have been successful on rolling for the clues anyway. Okay, so let's move on to our next one. Exploring Hyperborea. All across the northern hemisphere, people have said to have visions of an ancient civilization. The visions are strongest in Greenland, where the cities of Hyperborea are cast into reality. When this card enters play, place a mystery token on space 9. Okay. Mystery token. It's on space 9 along with the Eldritch token. I don't think we get rid of those because the mystery did not say to get rid of them after finishing it off. As an encounter, an investigator on Space 9 may travel through the veil between worlds and explore the ancient continent of Hyperborea. He draws and resolves an Exploring Hyperborea special encounter. At the end of the Mythos phase, if there are Eldritch tokens on this card equal to, in our case, 2, solve this mystery. So we've got to start going through this deck. I'll go ahead and give it a shuffle now because so we don't have to later. Okay, so we're going to start going through this little deck and hopefully nailing it. So everybody's still in the real world as opposed to the dream world. Get to Greenland. Solve this thing. Doesn't seem too bad having to do 2. It depends on how hard the cards are. The actual encounters, I'm not sure how difficult they'll be. We'll find out. It's still going to take us a couple of turns to get there, especially since Marie is delayed. But we'll see what we can get done. Yeah. Thanks very much for watching, everybody. Thanks for subscribing to the channel and liking the videos. I appreciate it. And we will see you next time for yet another round of Eldritch Horror. So long.